Doug Lehman, breaking it down in layman's terms. Today, I got a special guest. I got what I call the triple play, a sales trainer, an author, and an accomplished speaker, and a whole lot more. Kann. Now, Kann brings emotional intelligence, sales techniques, a comedic flavor. Merritt, welcome in layman's terms.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's a pleasure to finally get you on camera virtually, because I know you play in the virtual space with your virtual training programs with merit-based. Let's talk a little bit about, I guess, over the last 6 months, you've had to make a pivot, but you've always done training, got a wealth of video content. Well, what have you done? What have you done to upgrade your own online presence and training?
Well, the biggest thing, I think, so many businesses really tried to take what they were doing in person and make it fit for a virtual world. And I took a little bit of a different approach. So I said, okay, well, what am I doing in business? And does everything serve people in this new virtual world? Or is it time to shake things up and create some brand new offers? So that's how the Smarter Sales Show was born. I know we're going to talk about that, but that's really about the tech and technique to sell more and stress less. And frankly, I needed to learn a lot of the technique side of virtual selling, just like many of my clients. So now all of my programs are really focused on not just how to help you sell more, but really embrace this virtual world that we're in, and how do you adapt your sales technique so that's really appropriate in this virtual world.
Well, since you brought up the Smarter Sales Show, let's get into it. You and Julie Holmes got a dynamic show, a podcast, but now you're doing it to video. You bring the technique, Julie brings the technology. Talk about that. Let's talk about how you guys even formed that partnership.
Yeah, we're a great 1-2 punch. At the beginning of the global pandemic, we were on the phone with each other just to say, hey, I know how to talk to people when I'm meeting them at the end of a good in-person program when they're wowed from what I do on the stage. And she would say, well, what do I say to them now that everything's virtual? And I would say, well, that's great. But I knew how to connect with people in that space too. But how do I do this with technology? And so we started helping each other out with all the changes that we were making in our businesses individually. And then it just dawned on us, I bet people would really benefit from kind of eavesdropping on our conversations. So we started a podcast, and we got a lot of great response, a lot of success in season 1. And so this year we decided to make it available on video as well on the Sales Experts channel and on demand on our YouTube channel. And it's been really well received, because in today's world, sales teams, entrepreneurs, business leaders, they're looking for the right solutions for their sales challenges. But it's not just a technique or a technology solution. It really is time to blend those two worlds, not think of them in silos, and to really look at the strategies you are using for tech and technique and how can they work together.
Well, how to work together, but you and Julie have such a great chemistry, and you bring the technique and your own expertise in speaking on the stage, and you're definitely able to adapt and use the emotional intelligence, and Julie brings the technology. I've enjoyed the shows. I've got engaged the last 3 episodes, and I look forward to your weekly content. Are there any special projects that you're working on? Besides, I know that you and Julie go out and do some virtual training, but anything else on the virtual training space that's evolved from this?
Yeah, a couple of things. So we've been asked by our audience to, how else can we help them? Like they're loving the shows, and they're loving all the resources. Every episode is completely packed with resources, tools, tips, tricks, little sound bites, things that you can put into action right away. And we really work hard to make sure that we're prepared in every episode to give people actionable ideas. So we're coming out with products this year we're excited about. There'll be a whole suite of services and further different things that we can do to support our audience. But I think the thing that I'm most excited about, we were asked last year under this banner of the Smarter Sales Show to do a sales kickoff for a global software company. It went over really, really well. They absolutely loved it. It was the first time we did a joint keynote. We're both, keynote speakers and trainers on our own, but to do something together with someone, we had a lot of fun, and you could tell just our having a good time, and the energy brought a lot of enthusiasm to the audience who was participating in that. It was super interactive. So we're excited to bring more of that. Now we got the first one, a couple of them actually under our belt. So we've been offering that to meeting planners and companies that are doing sales kickoffs or just want something different for a energetic, fun, practical meeting.
Well, Merritt and Julie, they're taking over the world, and your company, Merritt-Based Business, great website. I love the fact that you can go in there and take an adventure journey on what you need to be helped with the video testimonies. I'm a video guy. Hey, I want to thank my special guest, Merritt Kahn, today. I want to thank you out there in layman's terms for social watching.